Hello, my name is Simon Mainwaring. I'm the Rector of All Saints Episcopal Church here in Midtown Atlanta. I'm standing out on a beautiful spring day with the beauty of God's creation, signs of new life and spring. Yet 2 years ago, America faced the realization that we have been living in the midst of racial trauma, living in a time where we have failed to notice one another. This church is just 4 or so miles away from the community of Peoplestown, predominantly African American community in this city of Atlanta. Over the last year, we've been discerning how we might be a people in the life of this city to offer ourselves, our persons, our relationships, the best that we could be simply in fellowship with others to that community. On a recent visit there with members of this community, a member of the vestry and I went for a prayer walk around the community, seeking to understand more and more of the kind of lives that people live there. It was the beginning of us starting to understand how we might be God's people, offering our love to others. We made our way to the site of the Wendy's where Rayshard Brooks was killed. You wouldn't think in seeing it that there was anything that had happened there. It is a completely sanitized space, a space where the heartache and the tears and the anger and the anguish of African Americans across this city and across this nation in some ways has been wiped out. So there we stood, 2 white men, realizing that we were unable to see not only the site that had been the place where Rayshard Brooks' life was brought to an end, but also we were looking at an image of America that we as white men find hard to see. That's been the learning that has stayed with me most these past 2 years, that none of this is clear. But our best option, our best hope of seeking greater clarity and understanding is to become proximate with one another, that we might linger with one another long enough to be in the company of those who could bear witness to their pain and to their hope. So that has been a practice that we have been seeking to take up here at All Saints, to grow in friendship and relationship, especially through the ministries of Emmaus House, through tutoring at the Barack and Michelle Obama Academy, and with a new program called Bridge of Hope, a neighboring movement starting in Peoplestown over the next few months. None of it is straightforward, yet in all of it I find hope that I might get better and that we might get better at hearing one another's lives, of recognizing the holy in our midst. We will continue to pray for equity and healing in this city and seek to know how God calls us forward to be Christ's hand and feet in this present time. Keep the faith, and God be with you.